And good afternoon. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. A little bit of weather popping up. Now, our main threat of weather is going to be this afternoon sometime after 4, but we're already getting some severe thunderstorm warnings. Our worst being out to our west and one out to our east there in Alabama. We'll look at what's happening in Bay Springs, southern Newton. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for Clarke County. That's because of what's coming from Jasper County. Let's go ahead and pull up radar where you can take a look here at Honda Meridian Radar as this all nears us. Let's start at the top and we'll work our way down. That's some heavy rain over here, and that severe thunderstorm warning for Livingston, Alabama just expired at 3:15, about 3 minutes ago. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that starts here in Noxubee County, as you'll see here as we turn on our locations to take a closer look at this. This is up by Kentucky Fried Chicken, and we're getting a lot of hail. This is going to be right there at that intersection where the Oaks Hotel is, 12 Oaks Hotel. I'm close. Right there at the intersection of the four-way stop. This will go back all the way into Macon, taking in where you've got Wendy's, all these restaurants, that little strip there up to Trail Boss Trailers, right along in there, some severe weather. Nothing happening in Sugarlock, but as we get into Kemper County, we're showing some strong thunderstorms, and y'all are under this severe thunderstorm warning as we go to the Preston area where the Dollar General is there at that intersection. Lots of rain there. This is going to be just north of Linville. By the time you get to that four-way stop there in Dollar General there in Preston, it's heavy, all north of Cyples Mills, making its way into Noxubee County there, Highway 21. If you're going to be on there, you're going to get wet there. And as you'll look at this, you're also going to be getting some rain as you travel north on Burrs Road, Butler Road, right there. Now, as we back down and we start coming further into Kemper County, Highway 16, this is also under a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, to your west, this is not yet raining in House and Tucker, but no severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to come across and about right here when you get to Cleveland, where the swimming pool is. That's where the rain picks up, and that's going to carry you all the way into the John C. Stennis Hospital. They're all along 16 two-lane. Be careful if you're traveling up 493. More rain than it is on 495. Now, Kemper County as a whole, you've got more heavier activity and lightning happening up in that Preston area. A good storm there where 493 north of the coal plant meets 16 there. As you go up near the airstrip, just shy of that, not quite making it to Cow Creek. Some light showers there, but it's coming as we follow these storms and come across. Now, as we go down, Lauderdale County, portions of Lauderdale County is also under this severe thunderstorm warning. As we look at this, this is northern Lauderdale County. When you get to Collinsville, this is fast approaching Collinsville in that area. Let's zoom in on this. Here's the four-way stop. Rain starting to make its way into the Piggly Wiggly parking lot, but Highway 494 giving a big brunt of this. Now, right across the county line, right here at Duffy, it's raining, but in between 19 and 494, right south of Battlefield Racetrack, is where we've got a lot of rain there. If you go north of Collinsville, right up by the county line there, a good bit there also. This is going to be northwest of West Lauderdale High School. If you were to go down Newton County Martin Road, heavy rain there. And it's going to be approaching the high school before long. Light rain already making its way there. Heavy rain out there with Tyson and all the gang there at the vet clinic, Piggly Wiggly. If you're sitting there at the intersection, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, as we look at northern Newton County, we got some light rain there. House, Mississippi, as I mentioned, in Neshoba County, in between there and Tucker, we're getting rain. A little bit there just to the east of Union at the Dollar General. If you're going to be traveling back over to Highway 19, all right, here sits that right there. And if you're going to be traveling on 492, you're going to get into a pretty good shower in between Union and back to 19 to House. Now, back here on Highway 491, if you go right on past it, right past there, past Talbot in that area there on 491, heavy rain, making it almost all the way to Highway 16 as we look at Neshoba County. But again, I want to remind you, Neshoba County is not under that thunderstorm warning like Kemper County is until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Again, northern Lauderdale County, as we look at this, cuts across there. Ralph Morgan Rodeo is included with this. West Lauderdale area is our main concern right now, and this will be reaching the elementary here, and just a little bit, won't be long there. Starting getting some thunder there is the House community. And we see that. Watching from Lauderdale. Morgan, how are you today? Slim, watching as well. Louisville, Mississippi. Ooh. All right, Donna, how are you this afternoon? Let's move down and keep looking at what we've got going on. Now, southeast area right now, out by the high school, we got showers out by Charlie's. The Red Fireworks Barn out there, we got showers there. As we come across here, we're going to have showers in Noxubee, right out here by the Wright Simmons Wright store. And south of there, as you travel to Wynot, Alamucha Road there at the Volunteer Fire Department. Long Creek, we got some showers. Heavy, heavy rain there at Southeast High School, though. Be careful there. Not under a thunderstorm warning there. Now, let's get into this, what we've got showing up in Jasper County over to Clarke County at this point. Let's turn off locations where you can see this. Montrose, where the tornado traveled through there on Highway 15. What was that, a couple of years ago? We got a lot of rain right there, and it's traveling east toward Clarke County. So if you're going to be sitting here at the lake, at Pachuta, it's coming your way at Lake Edens. That rain is going to be coming across. As a matter of fact, we put this at Pillaty within 21 minutes. That's right there. That's where that little area is. And this will make its way eventually on into Clarke County, which has prompted this severe thunderstorm warning. This does include the city equipment. Enterprise are in this, Stonewall, Pachuta, all these areas down to Chaputa, to the county line and back west, taking in a portion here just north of Laurel. It goes all the way there to Laurel, right there at the city limit. Sandersville, Heidelberg, you're under this severe thunderstorm warning until 4 o'clock as we look at that. That gives us roughly about 37 minutes remaining on this. Rain coming out of Montrose. It's going to be reaching Paulding here at the courthouse. You know, there at that stop sign where it is, that's where it's going to be. Donna, how are you? So glad to join us there. Joyce Snowden watching us there. I know you got a home out there at Lake Edens. Does affect you all the time. As we back out and look at the big picture, now this is not over. Let's look at the big picture, what's coming here a little bit later. We do see, as we look forward, move forward on all this, that we will see thunderstorms somewhere around 7:30 to 8 o'clock again tonight, some heavier stuff. This pink that is on the radar, let me show you this of what we've got going on with the radar. Let me turn it off. All of this pink is a severe thunderstorm warning, a watch, until 9 p.m. tonight, as you'll see there. Anything lit up in pink across Louisiana, eastern Texas, into Mississippi, and then over to Tuscaloosa, Josiah, Birmingham, is a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. tonight. We're even showing some fog there west of Tupelo. Look at that. Thunderstorm warnings moving across the Delta right now. If you're in Starkville, you're probably going to get wet here in the next little bit. Kosciuszko north of you. And as we look there, Union Hall, Oxford has got all that fog this afternoon. Cautious, cautious, cautious in that area. Duck Hill, a lot of rain as well as we turn this back on. Look at Grenada there as it comes across. Now, as we get a little bit closer and further back down to our area, I hadn't talked about Alabama much. Now, they had a severe thunderstorm warning issued. It has expired, but look at the rain that we've got there on 80. Here's Cuba, Alabama, and when we travel over to 80, boy, at the rain that is going on all the way over to Highway 17, where it junctions there. We go north of there to York, Alabama, flooding downtown York, Alabama, even up to I-59 as we move north to Livingston. Should be raining at the university by now as we move up, and it's going to be just shy of the heavy rain reaching Epps, Alabama. Been there many, many, many times, but rain stretching from York all the way back there. And again, this southeast area south of I-20, a lot of rain. Highway 19 there at southeast getting rain, and it is approaching Wynot Motorsports Park here in the next few moments. If you're going to be in the Wynot area, it's going to be wet. Now, as we move back over, let's look back over here at Newton County. Nothing major going on in Newton, but if you're going to be traveling Highway 15, which is due south of the city limits there, maybe you're headed down for whatever reason to Jasper County, Highway 15 there, you're going to get some heavy rain. As you get right past here at Myers Process and 15 there, where Main Street joins it, all the way down to the county line, it's heavy rain, where 504 splits, and you go over to Garlandville, and then move further east toward the Clarke County line. 15 is flooding. Look at the lightning we're getting here. Let's see here. I'm showing here lightning is now within 5 miles of the Damascus Fire Department. That's going to be the volunteer fire department there in Kemper County. We're showing lightning all around it also, as I got a text there. These storms, if you'll look here, this is going to come across, and this will affect, it's 30 minutes out before it gets there. As you'll see here, 21 minutes to this point right here at Paulding, which puts it 30 minutes right there at the northern end of the lake there at Lake Edens. So rain coming your way, over Montrose right now. It is at Garlandville moving easterly. And as you look at this, if you're at Rose Hill, you're also included in this severe thunderstorm warning again until 4 p.m. Overall, if you're watching anything north of Lauderdale County, anything in Newton County, all of this is under this severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m. tonight. That does include Livingston, Alabama, Butler, Alabama. Y'all are included in this. That's the big picture as we look at this. And we are showing a lot of hail right there. Look at this. If you're at Sugarlock, you're going to be getting hail within half an hour. So if you're watching there, be prepared for this. In Sugarlock, if you've got a nice car, something you don't want dinged up, anything that's out in the yard that you don't want hail on, go ahead and get that put up because it's going to be moving through there. And matter of fact, let's just double check. Let me go down here and let's check our hail outlook of what we've got. Damaging wind. Let's turn on that hail and see what we've got. A little bit has popped up if you'll look right here around Livingston. We've had some hail come through there, and we're also showing it there at Macon, Mississippi. Watching from Macon, you've gotten a little bit, and you've got more on the way, moving its way toward Highway 45. DeKalb, rain moving into the city limits at this point. That intersection there at 397 that goes out to Kemper Lake, rain out there. Now be careful. If you'll notice this, right there's a lightning strike. You don't want to be on the water at this point. If you're fishing, we're about to go trying to beat the rain this afternoon, probably best to go ahead and back off of that and get out of the water and get away from any lightning that may be happening there. Nashonda, thank you for joining us there from York, Alabama. Enterprise joining us. Hickory is in there with us. Emily, how are you doing? So good to always see you. Saw your daughter the other day. Hope y'all have had lunch together. As we go down, let's look at what's happening. We've got a little shower now downtown Quitman. I want to show you where this line cuts through here at Quitman. Severe thunderstorm warning through 4 p.m. So it's 31 minutes away from that. This is going to come right here at the Clarkdale Pharmacy, Superette. Come down by right there in front of Mathis Peaches. You could actually touch a peach with this line. As it goes down, it will go straight down right there to Clarko State Park, and it will go south right across Archusa. It may be empty, but it's going right across the middle of it, and it will go all the way to Shibuda, to where the Dollar General is, and then back west, taking in to the county line over here. And this will go across on the western side, missing the hospital there in Jasper General. It's going to be just east of there now. That line moved up, cuts back over and takes in Montrose and all of this area. Again, right there at Rose Hill. And Rose Hill, you've got a storm headed your way as we look at this, and it should be reaching Rose Hill within 24 minutes. Now, again, this is a pretty good little thunderstorm that's making its way toward y'all. Whew. Power out, where Mimi is telling us there in Noxubee County on County Road 432. She's already had a storm roll through earlier today, and so power is still out. No fun to sit in the rain, lightning without power. Look at that lightning that is popping up there in Noxubee County. I mean, in northern Jasper County there. I keep seeing a lot of that. This area here, as we move back up here, let's look at this. Right along in there. And let me pull this up. Let's see what we've got showing here with all of this with electricity. I just want to make sure we're always up to date on what we have. Got a little issue there. Mississippi, let's pull this up where you can see. I hit too many clicks. Here's what we've got here as we look at Mississippi. As we look at Noxubee, about 3 people without power. Winston is good. Noxubee County sitting at about 162 people without power right now. As we move across at Kemper, all is good. Lauderdale County, we got about 79 without power at this point. Newton County, about 10 people. Scott County, even more, 439. As we've had that happen over the last few minutes, there's these storms. This is that same storm that is making its way toward Newton County. Again, as this was put out earlier, the National Weather Service put this at a level 2 through 10 p.m. It doesn't always mean that that you're going to get something bad. It means it's out there. Let's see here. Let's look at outages with EMEPA of what we got. They've got a new map that they've just introduced. And this is going to be really in Lauderdale County. Let me pull this up here. As we go here, up around Lauderdale, right there. This is going to be out at Dalewood is what we're showing here. I cannot get that much bigger. All right, there we go. This is going to be on Lauderdale Noxubee Road right there, and taking in a good portion of Dalewood, Lakeshore Drive, Front Street. All of this right along here. That's 79 folks out in the Dalewood area without power in Lauderdale County. And as you back that out, that's what we're showing for the entire place right there. Everything else, all systems are a go in Lauderdale County, other than if you're out in that area. And not so good if you're one of those 79, is it? I didn't think so. Let's go back to radar. It's always interesting as we look at what's going on as we pull Honda Meridian radar back up. Now, northern Lauderdale County, if you'll look at this, we're already starting to show these showers. Look at this coming across Okeechobee. The northern end of the lake, it's raining heavy at West Lauderdale Elementary. Look at that. Right there. Here's Chet's. This is going to be at the elementary school. This is almost reaching 493 in area as it is, and it should be at Arkadelphia Baptist Church any moment now. If you live in that area there, that rain's probably right on top of you. Northern end of this, and this is going to be cutting across where North Lauderdale Water Association is. And y'all look at this. If you're by Blackwater, if you live anywhere around the coal plant, we're having some hail come down there as well. This storm that moved across Damascus, making its way there. Put those vehicles up. And again, we've had several rounds of this over in the edge of Alabama there, coming up on Livingston, all this hail in those areas. And a little bit down here, here's York as we go south of Highway 80 there, where it splits with 17. A little bit there. McElroy Trucking, we got just a little bit of showers there, and there's no thunderstorm warnings there listed at this point. Now, let's back out here, and let's just make sure we got all our warnings that we have as we turn this off, and just to show. All right, we've got right here this. If you were to split Clarke County in half and go west over to Lewin, Montrose is where your severe thunderstorm warning is for those counties. Taking in a little bit down here in the Laurel area, down to Laurel-Sandersville. Lauderdale County, northern Lauderdale County is under severe thunderstorm warning until 4 o'clock. This is only this northern portion. If you go to Lauderdale, Mississippi, and go straight as the crow flies over to Collinsville, taking in Lake Okeechobee, that's where that severe thunderstorm warning included in Lauderdale is. We go northward, taking in all of Kemper County. We take in most of Noxubee County and a little bit of Winston County here where the Indian Mounds are. Here's the Indian Mounds right here. It's just going to be east of there. Oh, I hear the thunder rolling. And this is right here at Nanawaya. Pit stop is where this is. As we come across here is 397. You're sitting right here in the Dollar General and Preston. If you go northward right into Winston County to the Nanawaya pit stop there at Vernon, you're going to have that severe thunderstorm warning up into there. Takes in a little bit of 14 there into Winston County and all the way back into Macon, all the way up to the county line as you get near Crawford is where that severe thunderstorm warning is going to hold off for a little while. Dorothy, how are you? So good to see you there. Ruth Key is with us. Beverly, I like seeing you there. Miss Cheryl, Noxubee joining us. Let's turn radar back on. Let's go down here and turn this high-res back on where we can see everything. Heavy rains right there occurring downtown Macon there at the 4-lane all the way up to the Kentucky Fried Chicken. And this is already making its way out to the Mahana Bridge, Meshulaville, those areas there getting heavy rain in Noxubee County. Pickensville, this will be affecting you in a little while there, down the river, down to Gainesville. All clear on Highway 17 around Geiger at this point. The coal plant, it's raining so hard you can't see your hand now. Just east of there. Look at Kemper County. Raining good in downtown DeKalb, all around the hospital. And this is going to put it out just past the Woodyard as you're going, making your way towards Sickanotchee Hill. We've got rain all the way to there to where the Woodyard was and drops off there, down toward Townsend Road. As we come south, Highway 39 there. Again, right here, just south of New Hope Volunteer Fire Department is where it starts getting a little bit more hectic, more showers. Here at the coal plant, lightning striking all through there. Through the pine trees, as we like to call it, they're the rural route. If you go between 493 and over to Highway 39, that's going to be the worst that we've got, that little stretch in there. It's pouring rain across the country roads as we move in. Let's look at a couple of these roads of where the worst of it is in Kemper County. If you live on Willie Glass Road, as they say, is cutting a rug right now at Willie Glass Road. Also, if you live on Blackwater 493 Road, and again, this is not going to be all that far from Arkadelphia Baptist Church as we see that. Highway 493, and that here's Blackwater Church. It's due west of there over to 493 as the crow flies. those areas right there. And also we're showing some heavier rain as we come down just off of Highway 493 right there. And I don't guess that road has a name. It doesn't. Willie Glass, still the worst that we got in Kemper County. Now, as we get into Lauderdale County, let's look at what these storm points that we've got popping up now. We have roughly 25 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be affecting Obadiah within 7 minutes. Do you live near Obadiah? Right there. This will make its way over to Lysia as well within 21 minutes, making its way toward NAS Meridian. So you got heavy rain. Do that. I'm sure you can hear this in the background. And the bottom just fell out where I'm at. Coffee's good, I'll say that. All right, as we move down there, northern Lauderdale County under this severe thunderstorm warning, taking in almost all of Oktibbe, heavy rain now, and there at West Lauderdale High School, West Lauderdale Elementary, heavy rains, and this is going to be coming across to North Lauderdale Water Association, and eventually making it to Lauderdale, Mississippi. As we go out Highway 19, let's just start there at Wynot, there at the racetracks. It's flooding. Coming down heavy. This will go back toward Meridian all the way up to Southeast High School. If you go north of there, right out here by the Boy Scouts, Camp Bonacci, we got a lot of rain there. Southeast School, as we mentioned. 496. Look at that. All of that rain there. And this is going to come across to where it joins into Alamucha Wynot Road. Right there at the Volunteer Fire Department, there at that intersection. Heavy rain there south to Wynot. Now, as we get on down here south of that, here's Highway 19 to the state line. You'll make it to the state line, and it'll taper off a little bit, and this will push its way on into Alabama before long. We're starting to show a little bit of rain starting to move in here where energy is. Not horrible right now, but a little bit of rain there. Look back here. This is what's approaching Clarke County. Montrose, we get a lot of rain there moving eastward. And again, this is going to be making its way right on down here. We got all of this making its way toward the lake, and it'll be making its way to Pachuta before very long as we update all this. Let's see here. We're at the last time. Let's update this real quick. Get that done. We'll go back in just a moment and check and see what we're doing as far as power outages in just a second. Let me turn this on where we can see. Here's the latest with radar of what we've got here. Here's the Clarke County line. Rain moved east of there. We're sitting here. Highway 503. Anybody in that area? Here's Highway 18. And again, this is Jasper County making its way toward Clarke County. The rain hadn't made it to Clarke County. It's going to in just a little bit. And again, this is down to Paulding right here at the courthouse. Heavy rain there. And we'll see this all the way down to Heidelberg. And this will move in. This black line right here is the Clarke County line. Just more than a few minutes away from reaching there. We're showing that near the hospital in Macon, we're getting a lot of lightning in those areas there. Kemper Academy, hail is approaching Kemper Academy. If you're in that area on Highway 16 in Kemper County, be prepared for that. A little bit of hail mixed in with the storm as it comes across. Let's see. All right. Just making sure I hadn't missed anything here. With light showers occurring there at Clarko State Park. Heavy rain in Lauderdale County as we look at this again, as we see that edge there. Let's go back up and talk about what's going on in Newton County. It's kind of calm, isn't it? All the way through Philadelphia. That's not bad at all. As you get to Lauderdale County, Highways 493, Highway 495, and let's go ahead and call 39. Heavy rain there. Now, this is just in this 5, 6, 7 miles into Kemper County here on 493, 495. It's rained up here and moved across. That's over to Cab now. And this stretch in between 495, 493, and Highway 39 is right there. Look at the rain. If you've got to go through Daleville, be careful. If you're coming up on that Sam Dale Monument, look at that right there. By the time you get here to the curb to where the Blackwater Baptist Church is, and that next right-hand turn that you got there where you've got the power grid, the substation, heavy rain all the way into DeKalb. What does that tell us? We could have some accidents here. This is 2-lane all the way into downtown DeKalb. Those roads are slick. They're narrow. If you don't have to travel it right now, let's wait. It's 3:41. Let's give it 20 minutes. Then pick up your traveling, and then you can go on back. I think it'll be a whole lot safer for you. As we get into Kemper County, as we go northward and still follow 39, heavy rain has crossed over Cypress Mills. It's still raining there. But 39, boy, the rain coming down on that. 21, getting some good rain as it heads toward Noxubee County. Now, here's Townsend Road right here. This is as you come down Sickanotchee Hill and you get in this flat, and here's the old dirt road that will take you back to Wahalak, or it'll take you the back way into to Scuba, right there, old Scuba Road. It'll take you in there. We got a lot of rain down that dirt road. 16 after you get past this, we're going to put the rain right there on top of the hill where Jimmy is, sitting up there at the landfill. A lot of rain right there as the dozers are pushing that stuff back and forth. By the time we get to the dummy line, we don't have any rain moving into Kemper to Scuba just yet, but it will be there. Now, here's Wahalak here at the Baptist Church. We got a storm that's going to come right across Presley Bottom. If you're going to be moving through that area just north of where McDade's was, you know where it is. That's where that rain is headed there. It'll be at Wahalak in 16 minutes there at the church and railroad tracks. If you're doing outside work in those areas, be ready to get wet. It will be there within 15 minutes reaching you. Now, just north of there, here's Sugarlock, downtown Sugarlock Lumber. Y'all are going to get wet. It's on the outskirts there of reaching the mill. If you got something that you need to get up, make sure it's dry. Go ahead and do that now. Bentonville, you will get this in a little bit. Linda Jane, this will eventually make its way to there out to Dozer Road on that eastern side of Kemper County. It'll make its way towards you as well. Hadn't quite made it to the rodeo grounds yet. We're watching that carefully. As we move down, we're showing here at Kemper Springs no rain yet. It will. It'll reach 45 with the old chicken shack, all that is, and eventually. Pouring rain. Look at this now. If y'all are still out here in Lauderdale County watching this, we got a lot of rain. It's moved over Tyson's. It's moved past that now, and it's going across, I guess, what you'd call the dam, across Center Hill Martin Road, that area there, out by the Spirit Store. I keep wanting to call it Reed's. I can't help it. It's burned in my head. There at Chet's Paint and Body, we got a lot of rain up to the elementary school there. Jimmy Smith Road, where the lodge is, pouring rain there. And even over to where the Hughes Telephone Company is. As you move northward there and you get to Arkadelphia, pouring rain there as well, and it's fast approaching Covington Fish Farms, and as you make your way to the Samdale Monument there. We will get wet eventually here in Lauderdale and also out at NAS at the landing strips there at the airfield. It's going to get wet there, but it is looking better. All this is fading away. As we see here, still heavy rains pouring there in the Wynot area. No thunderstorm warning, but it's heavy rain. Out to the Boy Scouts, it's kind of passed over Southeast High School, past that intersection now, just south of there into the edge of Alabama McElroy Trucking. You got some rain just south of you, south of Cuba, in those areas there. A little bit of rain there as we look at Cromwell there at the Volunteer Fire Department. A little bit of rain making its way through that area. Nothing horrible. Energy, light rain occurring there as well. We've got rain as we move back to this Jasper County line. If you're watching this going, okay, what is all of this stuff? Right here, this square is going to be Clarke County. Just west of there is Jasper. As we look at downtown Quitman, all is good. We do have some light showers there up around Cooper's Chapel, all the way up to Clarko State Park. It's getting better. We got some rain. If you'll see this is starting to break up a little bit now. Hopefully, this will all die down before long. Again, we'll have another round of this stuff coming later tonight. It's not over. Originally, all of this was set from 4 until 10 p.m. At this point, it's showing we're, 3:45 right now, so we're ahead of schedule on storms. But it's not over. We're going to get another round of this before long. Let's see here. I want to make sure that timelines hadn't changed. Let me check out what Jackson has to say about all this. Severe thunderstorms. They're still saying 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Again, and this is Mother Nature. I don't want to at any time give you false hope of what and that. The last I'd looked of movement, we should see this around 8 o'clock. Some heavier rains back into Lauderdale County, Newton, those areas. So just heads up on that. It changes is what I'm trying to say. Now let's look at, let me look over here. I wanted to look at some of this, what we've got with wind gust. Not bad. some of these thunderstorms, when they come through, carry a big punch. But here's what we got right now. If you'll look at Meridian, wind, the gusts right now about 11 miles an hour. York, Alabama, y'all have got the worst of what I'm showing here, close to Meridian, about 33 miles an hour there at York. As you go up to Livingston, it drops about half of that to about 15 to 17, 14, 10 miles an hour north of Livingston. But around York, look at this, 39 mile an hour gust. We even have an area there. Here's Scratch Hill. Y'all are getting into about 47 in between there and Bellamy, Alabama. That's a lot there. As we move back over to Noxubee, a little bit heavier wind gust there at 21. But as you get into Meridian, you'll see there it slows down, which tells us the storm has moved past Meridian. On average, about 11 or 12 miles an hour throughout the Meridian city limits. Now, up Philadelphia, let's look at this and what we've got. Look at that, a whopping 46 mile an hour gust in some of these thunderstorms that have moved through the Philadelphia area. So something to think on there. This is one of those put up your lawn furniture. It could be worse in lines of when these storms come across. Again, anywhere from 60 to 70, there's little bursts that come out of that. All right, let's see what we've got here. Kemper County, we need to go back and visit this. If you're in scuba, be prepared because you're getting ready to get wet. It's going to be there in just a few moments. Let's look at this line. This is the worst of all of these storms. Let me turn this off. As we look at Heidelberg, this stuff is breaking up down here. But this is holding a steady line from Lauderdale County in the northern portion out here around West Lauderdale, just due north, all the way following Highway 45. Let's zoom in. And they've narrowed this down. If you'll look at this, they moved this line east. Let's look at our lines and where we are and what we've got. We're going to pick this up on Highway 493 where the thunderstorm warning begins now. And this will cut right across Kemper Lake, just shy of reaching Cypress Mills and then into Macon, Mississippi at the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Anything east of Kemper Lake in Kemper County is under this severe thunderstorm warning until 4 p.m. Now, here is 2 Mile Bottom right here is what we're looking at. This storm is going to come right across here from 493 across 2 Mile Bottom, move through Edendale, Townsend, these areas there. That storm is going to be pretty violent. And I say the word violent, it's going to be a lot of rain and wind coming with it as it crosses there. Oak Grove, you will have this storm within 9 minutes. And then within 20, I'd put this at about 24 minutes or so before it reaches Highway 45, just south of the Chicken Shack there. Again, when you get on top of that hill and you can see the other end of it where the water tower is, that stretch there, it should be within there in about 20 minutes. We're on the outskirts of Scuba now as we look at this rain. It's just moving along on Highway 16. It's crossed Depot Hill. It's moving down Sickanacci Hill towards Scuba at this point. Now, north of Scuba, I want y'all to look at this. This is going to be some of these old dirt roads that I've rode many, many, many times in my life. Here's Scuba here. Look at this lightning that we're getting popped out here. This is going to put it out. Let's look at some of these roads. I was going to guess some, but I want to make sure I'm right. All right, that is called Marion Haley Road. Yeah. Let's get our bearings here where we are. Here's Highway 45 right there. Here's Wahalak. And a lot of this area here is going to be what we call Warehouser roads as you get into all of this. All this out here north of the old dump. Here's Antioch. If you've been out to the Antioch Church, this takes you on up to Wahalak, this little dirt road here. And all of this area here takes you back into Scuba. This is the rural route. A lot of dirt roads where that rain is coming down. We've got, a paved road that comes to about right along here. It stops right there, and it'll be dirt the rest of the way across Kemper. Highway 45, a major intersection there. This storm here is headed directly toward Presley Bottom. We got a storm that's going to pass through Wahalak within 8 minutes. It'll reach Calyx within 16 minutes there at the county line. Right there's Calyx. Now, this is just shy of reaching Bentonville within 30 minutes, but this is going to be heavy, heavy what approaches Scuba in the next few moments here. Highway 16 is, let's put this storm at Townsend Road, east towards Scuba at this point. Again, this is going to run out in 9 minutes. I don't think they're going to renew this. You never know with Mother Nature, but this is it. Now, again, this is cutting across there. We'll be at Edendale. I mentioned that a moment ago. There at 2 Mile Bottom, it will be there within 22 minutes. It's kind of slow moving on this end. As we've seen this in Lauderdale County, if you're watching this northern portion of this, out by West Lauderdale Elementary, it's been kind of hovering. Heavy rain there around Chet's as it makes its way across there. All right, let's see, 351. Let's just do a hard reboot. Turn that off, and here's what we've got. Here's DeKalb, as I mentioned, the storms right of there. Lauderdale County. Here's Northcrest Baptist Church after we go out. Last chance to back Highway 493. As we follow this on around, here's 493 right here. This is going to be Bunton Gun Road, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right there, Bunton Gun Road. Windsor Road, we got some rain coming down there as well. 495, if we'll look right here. Right along there. Bailey's store used to be. Here's Dogwood Lake Road as the rain moves on toward Highway 39. Here's Highway 39 there. It's making its way across there. And remember, with any radar system that there is, whenever we talk about all this stuff, remember things can be anywhere from 60 seconds off. Sometimes they are. I have seen glitches in radar systems before where it could be a couple of minutes off. But you've got to put it in perspective of where we are now. 10, 15 years ago, these things were average of about 15 minutes behind, always. And, well, a storm would get you within 15 minutes. But we're usually within 60 seconds of what is real time of what's going on with a storm as we watch these. Technology has just really, really changed when it comes to weather and everything that's going on. We've got some pretty heavy rain there coming down at the Samdale Monument. Again, the heaviest of rain sitting right on top of 493 at this point in northern Lauderdale County. We get that break at the high school out here finally. We're getting a break of the rain breaking away from Lake Otivie. As we move out here on the eastern side of the county, Alamucha, y'all are still getting some rain, 496 into Alabama there. East of the racetrack now, the rain has finally done that, and it's making its way right on into Alabama. It's going to be just to the northeast here of the Snell Volunteer Fire Department, Lisbon, Alabama, as you're making your way into where 19 turns into Alabama 10. After you get past where Mars Mobile Homes were, right along in there. Now, let's get back over here. This rain, again, the intensity of this has just really broke up. We know this is going away in about 7 minutes. It's not enough there to hold on there. Let's see here what I just got on Clarke County. Make sure that that's just an update. Yeah, it's still saying that's going to expire at 4 p.m. Just making absolutely sure there. Let's see here. All right. Didn't want to miss anything. Let's go back here and look at what we've got with our coverage here of what's going on with power outages in Lauderdale County. A few more. Collinsville, and we got a big outage. If y'all been paying attention to this, let's look here. The Bailey area, we got about 41 without power over near Lauderdale that we looked at a little bit ago. Right there, still got that 79 people out at Dalewood. Now we're up to this area here in Bailey at 41 as you get into Kemper County, about 7 people right there. Let's go southward as we get out here on Highway 19, about 3 right along in there. When we get into Clarke County, this is going to be some heavy punches of people without power. We got about 96 in the Stonewall area, 93 and 3 over here on Highway 11. This is Quitman, this is in between Pachuta and there, about 91 people are without power there. They're working to restore this. As this storm moves across, they'll be able to get in and figure out what it is. Now, most likely, it took a little jump there, total of 187. Most likely, these are tree limbs that have taken this down. Courtney telling us, tree down on Pine Springs Road close to the North Lauderdale Water Tower, NTS Water Tower. Why did I say that? It's NTS Water Tower there. So we got a tree down. Y'all watch that if you're in there. Let's see. Making sure we don't have a tree down. Somebody else past the country store, that'd be north. All right, thank you so much. We got a tree down, as I had somebody add this on here, tree down just south of Narkita. Now, this is near Blackwater, if you've ever been to Narkita Lounge there on Highway 39. Debris in the road about a mile north of Narkita. As you go around that curve there, then you'll pass Blackwater Baptist Church, past Narkita, and we're going to have a little bit of a tree limb there. So watch that also. Just scanning here to make sure I hadn't missed anything that is out there. Highway 503, rain has finally stopped there. Stacy, how are you? And again, power outages starting to show. Let's look at the state while we're doing this. Let me update this and just see what we've got total. In the entire state, we've got 3,400 without power. Let's go here and see what we've got. 8 people in Kemper County now. Noxubee County up to 157. Our friends in Leake, 59. As we get into Scott County, 22. Newton County, you're good, 0. They're showing here 82. We've got more than that in Lauderdale County. It just hadn't caught it yet. 9 in Clarke and Jasper, a big one at 370. Smith County, 1 soul sitting in the dark by himself. Okay, it could be a lady. I didn't know that. That was just, I got off key, didn't I? As we go back to look at the weather, here's what we've got. This stuff is breaking up, starting to look better. The eastern side of Lauderdale Southeast area, they're moving into Alabama. Not too bad as it comes across there past Cromwell. Pennington, you'll be getting wet. It's all south of York at this point, following 11 as you go toward Yantley, Alabama. Now, this is scattered stuff coming out of Heidelberg as you look here at the lake, at Lake Edens. Scattered. It's heavy, it's moderate, but it's not the intensity that this stuff was when it was back over here around Montrose. So that's good. We got pretty heavy rain, steady rain, we'll call it there, at Rose Hill. A little bit heavier after you get near the county line. There at 513. A little stretch there, about 2 miles. Not horrible at all. The stretch in between Pachuta and Enterprise, we got some showers, and again, 59 seems to always cause a wreck. Y'all know this as well as I do. Mile marker 132 to 137. There's generally a wreck there. And then, Lord have mercy, we have the big nasty here in the curve coming into the Meridian area. We have had some showers. Be careful there. Not that I'm aware of any other wrecks that have happened in those areas there. Okay, what is this? Okay, Clarke County, which makes no sense. They got another one. This eastern side until 5. But again, as we look at this, it's not strong stuff, but they're being very precautionary out of Jackson as we look at this severe thunderstorm warning. In addition, let me turn this on in here. We'll get the details of it as we move here. The National Weather Service in Jackson issued a severe thunderstorm in Clarke County until 5. At 3:55, a severe thunderstorm was located near DeSoto or near Quitman, moving at 25 miles an hour. Wind gust of 60 miles an hour expected in with that, so be careful.
See a message with all the trees down in the area.
Okay.
I'm going to send you a text message as they come in.
All right. Let me see here of what we've got. Some more trees that are being mentioned that have been brought down with these storms. But again, as we look at this is not near what it was. Look at those storms. Now, again, they prompted this again on this eastern side. What's that?
They're all on Facebook, too.
Okay. About to come a flood in Lauderdale. Here we go as we look at this. Now, Lauderdale County should be expiring still at 4 o'clock. Nothing new there. This Highway 45 stretch from Lauderdale all the way up to Macon, Mississippi, still treacherous as we look at that. All right, let's take a look at messages that I've gotten. Tree down on Highway 39 north of Cliff Henderson Road. Also, we mentioned the tree that was down near Narkita, Highway 39. Tree down on Pine Springs Road past the country store. And we need to watch those areas. And again, that was just some heavy winds that moved through there. Traffic at a standstill on 39. Andy, I'm assuming that has to do with the tree. Let me know if that's once you reach there. Watching rain in Noxubee there. All right, let's go back here. We have one expired, and this new warning that has gone into effect here for Clarke County until 5. They let that expire, and all of these others just went away. 4 o'clock, that disappeared. Kemper County, still pouring rain, but right here, you still got Laurel until 4:45, and then this eastern side here of Clarke County until 5 p.m. And we're going to watch this. I'll keep this in the background, and we'll go back live here in a little bit should this become a huge threat. Quitman, there's storms out to the west. And again, anything can happen with weather as we watch this. Mother Nature has its own mind. But we don't see anything at the moment that's just, woof, you got to run for the shelter at this point. It is a severe thunderstorm warning. We always take heed with what the National Weather tells us. And again, this area here, let's look at our locations and go over where the lines are. As we look at this, this puts Enterprise and Stonewall out of this. Y'all are not under any warning whatsoever. If you were to stand out in the parking lot of Mathis Peaches, that is where the corner of this begins, and it will go south as you will come right across, and it will go down to Pleasant Hill Baptist Church there at Highway 512. You will pass right across Highway 18 at Harmony Baptist Church and go to the county line in the corner there and go back east across Shibuda to the county line and up to Snell right there. And Energy Church is where we go back to over to Mathis Peaches, that little square there. And that means everything in downtown Quitman is under this. Mars, as we get out, what am I trying to say? Cooper's Chapel, you're going to be involved in this. The landfill, Manassas, as you get out here to Shiloh, y'all are also included in this severe thunderstorm warning. Jay's Taxidermy, all of this until 5 p.m. Everyone else has kind of expired as we turn this off and take a look here. Now, that's not changing this rain. Look at that rain up through there. Heavy rain just north of Marion all the way to Scuba. So if you're traveling Highway 45 this afternoon, it's pretty tough there. Bob just got back from New Orleans. I-59 had a great tailwind. Temperature dropped down to 89. It did cool things down, didn't it, Pam? Let's see here. No other news on roads that I see. The same ones at this point as we watch all of this. Clearing Marion now. As you'll see there, here's Marion. It's going to be north there where this rain is. Let's move up here. This is 39. We start showing rain up by Northeast High School, just past the soccer complex, out past Briarwood and those areas there. North Lauderdale Water Association, the rain has moved across. 39 there at Stennis. A lot of rain there up to the Samdale Monument. And then it's going to move east into Kemper County and follow Highway 45 up by the Chicken Shack. Raining heavy in Townsend, Mississippi right now, where the Cowboy Church is. Scuba Tech, getting a lot of rain there at the college there at East Mississippi Junior College. As we move southward here, we got a little bit of rain coming down out in Tumsuba. And that'll take you all the way out to the Simmon Wright building there, that rain there, that stretch of I-20. We've got the rain past Wyandotte, moved into Alabama. As we'll look at this, let's glance over to Alabama. We hadn't talked a lot about what's going on there. This is Highway 17, that junction right there. It's going to be intersecting. So I can stare a little bit. This is County Road 10, where it runs in. Getting no threat there, but it is heavy rain. As we go back into Clarke County, we are starting to show some rain here on Highway 18 there at Harmony that's moved across. Again, with these thunderstorms, sometimes they hide a little, hide some storms in them that sometimes radar is not showing the intensity that they're watching there in Jackson. But it has calmed down quite a bit in Clarke County as we look at this. Turn that off where you can see. Now, let's go back up and take a look at our outages, make sure none of this has changed. Sometimes as a storm moves across, we'll see that we get more outages. All right. Yeah, and we do. Let's go down and take a look here. This is what we're showing overall. 138 in the Meridian area and 409 of you there in Clarke County without power at this point. As we move in a little bit closer on this is going to be the Stonewall area. Look at that, 315 right there in Stonewall area. Big stretch of road going across Highway 45 that has people out. 286, 29 there. They're working to get into that area. And then we've got here just north of Pachuta. We'd mentioned this earlier. County Road 127 up to County Road 120 over to 311. Those areas there. County Road 130. Bunch of people without power right there as well. Now let me look at Mississippi Power. I haven't pulled that up for everybody. Let me find Mississippi Power. I've got that here. That's something else. Here's Mississippi Power. All right. Let's start right here. Here's Mississippi Power overall. Not a lot of outages with Mississippi Power. About 6 is what we're showing statewide. And it's just not much. So that's going to be down around Hattiesburg is where we've got that. As we move over here and take a look at Southern Pine, we've got more of those out. Several without power. Look at that there. West of Quitman back into Bay Springs, we've got a lot of 276 here just north of Laurel without power. Look at that. Heidelberg area, a lot of you without power watching this afternoon. Bay Springs area, we'll put that at somewhere close to 60 without power. And just right across that county line there, we're going to put that at probably closer to 40 as we look at these maps. And let's look at this as we move into Noxubee County. We're showing 70 here. Again, this is going to be right here, Standing Pine, just around Walnut Grove. We've got a lot. Pearl River, just south of there. Out by Williamsville, we got about 7 people without power on Highway 15 coming into the intersection there, downtown Philadelphia. So areas throughout without power. Power crews are doing their best to get there once this storm's cleared where they can get out. Roads are wet. Thundering and lightning in Lauderdale. Heavy rain just started at Dalewood. Okay. You can keep praying for that, Arnold, but I don't think we're going to get that for another 4, 5, 6 months. You just want a little snow. I don't think that's going to happen today. I'm going to go out on a limb and venture that. Let's pull radar back up so you can see what I see. Here we are. Again, this is until 5 o'clock. I don't see it hold until 5. It could. That's a wee bit stretch. There could be something hid in there. Let's put this in motion. This is going to skirt here. This is why they're holding this now. I see that. What's coming out of Laurel is going to go through here and affect this portion of Clarke County. Is what they're betting their bullets on, that to hold on to that a little bit longer. That's an intense storm around Laurel, from Ellisville to Laurel there. That's pouring rain to Sandersville right now. So you need to be very careful, those areas there. I had a question about Stonewall. Very light. Here's Stonewall right here. Nothing affecting Stonewall. You're out of the severe thunderstorm warning. You have nothing to worry about right now. Again, keep in mind, north of you, Newton County, Lauderdale County, under a severe thunderstorm watch through 10 p.m., a level 2 as we watch what the National Weather Service tells us. Let me see what the old radar has been texting me over here. I have to get into my phone. I'm not always that fast at it. Again, we've had a lot of reports, and Andy, I suppose you're still in this traffic on Highway 39. I've had several people mention this of a tree down. We had that brought up earlier. Apparently, I'm getting word that there's a power line down in that area, and that's why it is we're having some trouble there in that area there. Let me send a text and see what I can find out. Let's see here. Just double checking on road conditions that we've got out there. If you've encountered something, let us know. Dees Road, getting a lot of rain there in Russell. Lawanda's still watching. Thank you very much there. Now again, as you look at that, that's not a lot to that, is it? Right there is what we're going to watch here moving into to Clarke County, which prompted this thing to be held over till 5 o'clock. That's the only warning that we've got left in the area right now. But boy, is it raining up 45 all the way from Lauderdale to Scuba. We show that this storm that's there in Noxubee County is going to be reaching Dancy and Cochran. Dancy in 18 minutes, then on into Cochran within 25 minutes there into the Alabama line. Scuba, all the way out there to the four-way stop there at Burns and Burns. We're getting a lot of rain there, making its way towards 17. It hadn't made it out to Lover's Lane. It will. It's coming across there. We'll make 16 and then hit Highway 17 here. All along here from the county line, as you get on top of that hill where that green sign says Kemper, all the way to Scuba is going to be rough till you get to that Noxubee County line. Now, it will move out probably within 20 minutes across that, as we saw some movement there. But, boy, it's hovering about 3 miles on each side of Highway 45 right now. It's a little bit heavier at that intersection moving north when you get to where McDade's was. It's going to be a little bit heavier rain there all the way out to Bennsville, those areas there east of there, and will make its way over to Geiger United Methodist Church before long. Be careful there. Once you get to the bottom of Sickanotchee Hill going into DeKalb, it's light rain all the way to the Neshoba County line. Nothing to worry about there. As we come down to Meridian, Lauderdale, where we make that turn there, it's a little bit heavier rain there past Rouse House, all the way down to where you turn at the Cotton Gin. We got some stuff going on there. Let me see what we just got here on roads. I'd ask about road conditions. Let me see what I just got in. I do know this, not much. We have an accident that has happened on Kewanee Road. I don't have anything more than that at the moment. I'll get some more information on it here in just a moment and update that as we do. And again, if you don't have to travel, let's not do that this afternoon. Let's let this rain get on by us. This is going to be the wreck is going to be in the 9600 block of Kewanee Road and York. It is a rollover accident. We have that a lot. I always hate to have to break that kind of news to you, but that has happened. Let's see if I can find. Let me do this. Let me get this pulled up, and we'll just take a look of where all this stuff is. Give you a general idea of where this wreck is in the county. This is going to be near Lauderdale is where this is. Y'all pay attention. Let's look here. Let's pull this up. Downtown Lauderdale, right here's where this road is going to be. As you come into, here's the Cefco. As you get on York Road, you cross the railroad tracks, right past the Presbyterian Church. Right there is where this wreck is. That's a rollover. As you'll see, that's a wooded area where that is. So if you're in that general area, y'all look out because there's going to be fire departments, volunteer fire department from Lauderdale headed that direction. Rollover, as always, when we say that rollover, it's most likely going to be some form of an injury. It might be minor. We don't know till the volunteers get there. Metro and those people most likely will have somebody from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department headed that way here in just a moment. Keep those folks in mind. We don't know who or what is in it at this point. I'm getting limited information, but you needed to know that. As soon as we get more information on that, we will pass that along as well. I'm showing that we have Nanawaya, some lightning within 50 miles. That's better. 50 miles of the Nanawaya pit stop. We were getting within 2 miles a while ago. It's lightened up a little bit there. Let's see. We had some power lines. Catherine wanted to know what we were talking about, Blackwater. We were talking about power lines down on Highway 39. I'm assuming that is still across it, and I haven't heard any more since we've been on here. Let's see. That's... Okay, that's all we have on road conditions and wrecks at this point. Let's go back to radar, where y'all can kind of see what we've got going on. Again, be careful if you're in those general areas of Lauderdale County. Here's what we've got. A lot of rain coming across Dalewood, from Tombstone to Dalewood. And where this wreck has happened here, it's even more, it's going to complicate things for people that are going to help out with this wreck, as we see that more rain is coming across there. And a heavy rain on top of that is going to be affecting that. So if you're responding to this wreck, carry that raincoat. You're going to need that in that area there. Oh boy, Tombstone just past Russell. Look at that rain. Welcome Center. It's raining hard there on I-20. Let's back out of here. Getting some rain there at Baca Valley and Kemper County. Again, we still see this. This is what we're watching while this is still under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is not quite made it to Clarke County yet. Had to get me some coffee there. But this is going to make its way just west of Shibuda as we watch this, from Laurel moving to the northeast toward the Clarke County line. Here's Shibuda. We got rain just north of there coming up on DeSoto in these areas. This is that storm that we're watching that's prompted this severe thunderstorm warning for the Crandall area all along in there. Lisbon, Alabama, as we look at this big picture here. No warnings there, but over to Pennington, Alabama, we're still showing a good fair amount of showers. As you look at the big picture here, here's what we've got. Look at that stretch from Noxubee all the way to Scuba. Whew. We got some areas there. After you get to 2 Mile Bottom, it lightens up. But this area right here, and there's no warning with this. Let's look at this. Here's Noxubee. Here's 20. This is Shelby Gresset Road right here, if you're familiar with that. Russell Mount Gilead Road. Here's Highway 496. If you're traveling there where First New Hope Church is, Rawson Cemetery, those areas, man, it's raining hard there. That's going to be Butts Cutoff Road there, New Hope Camp Road. As we get here, Shelby Gresset Road, as we get closer on this, the KOA Campground Road, and also Sam Hurt Road. A lot of rain there as it intersects there at Shelby Gresset Road. Here's Highway 496, that northern tip edge of 496 has got some rain on it, but 59, this is always scary as we look at this, as we move here on this. This is going to be here at the Russell exit. Here's the travel center there, the truck stop. And as you come along here toward Noxubee, it gets pretty rough there. Now, here's the exit there for Noxubee when you get into there. Boy, that's Will Garrett Road. You're all familiar with that. Here's Highway 80, Highway 11, Lauderdale Noxubee Road, all the way up to Dalewood. Look at the rain that's pouring down on that road. Here's Dalewood sitting right here. Now, again, this rain has probably already reached where that accident is that we talked about a moment ago. Let's go back down and look at Clarke County. As we look at this second leg, they should be reaching Shibuda within 24 minutes. It's 4:19. They've pushed this thing till 5 o'clock. Let's hope it just kind of dwindles down and dies out. It doesn't. Even this storm doesn't have the appearance of what it did just a little bit ago. Let's go back and take a look at what we've got going on with electricity. Let's update this. Still a large number in Clarke County, let me close that is without power. We're looking at roughly in Lauderdale County, somewhere around 138 on EMEPA without power. And then the further you get south of here, the storm is a little bit more ferocious. Can I use that word? I'm going to use it today. A little bit more ferocious right there as we get into the Stonewall area. Right there, 315, still that 91 there, west of Quitman, east of Pachuta without power there. So a total of 409 there in Clarke County without power as we watch this afternoon. Hopefully that will be restored for you in no time flat. Let me go back and just do a quick look here at another section as we... Now, somewhere, and as we look ahead to this, and again, this is going to go through 9 o'clock, the severe thunderstorm watch. Somewhere right around 8:15, 8:30, Philadelphia, y'all be ready. There'll be a storm moving into that northwest corner of Neshoba County, and it will slowly make its way toward the Meridian area. Somewhere right around 9 o'clock, it's going to just be dumping buckets of rain in between Newton and Philadelphia, Highway 15. Once we get to about 10 o'clock, it is into Lauderdale County, Clarke, and the Bay Springs area there, and will push its way on in to Alabama after that. So let's put this timeline of what I'm talking about for weather again, and it can change, but we're going to look at somewhere around 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock being some of the worst of the weather that we're going to get. And I didn't put this back where you can see this. But let me close this. That rain will make its way through Carthage, and it'll be about right here around 8:30. By 9 o'clock, it will be from Newton, all of this area right through here to Philadelphia. And then by 9:15, 9:30, it makes its way into Lauderdale County, Clarke County, Jasper County, and then on into Alabama. That's the prediction that we've got right now. And again, everything is subject to change because it's Mother Nature and she can just do that. But that's the timeline that we're watching. And again, if it becomes a threat at any point, we'll come back and we'll go live to cover all of these storms that are happening there. I have not gotten any more updates. Let's just double check, make sure. Radar lightning in the area of Wayne Academy. Nothing major there. All right, I just got a note in Kemper County, Ponderosa Avenue in DeKalb is now open. And we did get good news just then. I just got, as they got to the scene of the wreck, there are no injuries involved in that car wreck there that's just east of Lauderdale. Good news, good news. We couldn't ask for anything better than that. It is a rollover. You will be sore tomorrow, let me warn you. But anytime that you can walk away from something like that, it's a blessing from way up above. So we're thankful for all that. This is the eye of this thing. As we watch all this, we got showers south of Quitman through DeSoto down to Shibuda. They're not bad. It's just a steady rain. Here is why we're watching this. This storm will expire at 4:45 as it makes its way right on in towards Shibuda. And again, they're putting it at Utica in 19 minutes, which is right there. That'll be the eye of the storm. And it will be just west of Shibuda as we watch this. Let's just look at this. We're getting a lot of lightning with the storm. That's a 30-minute path here. The worst of the storm has passed over downtown Laurel, making its way out toward 84, moving into that northeast corner there, Highway 11, 5920. It's right there, that rain. And right here is your Clarke County line. And if you'll notice, they didn't even put Wayne County in this at all. It's going to cross Wayne County and then on into Clarke County. They could do something there, but it doesn't look like. I think they're expecting this thing to swoop across and come on into Clarke County before you know it. Some quick. Again, they could cancel that. We'll watch it. Still heavy rain at Noxubee. Let's update this. Let's do a hard, fresh reboot on the weather. The rain here at Noxubee, look at that. And if you're watching from that area, you know what I'm talking about north of there toward Lauderdale. Dalewood still getting showers. It's moving to the east side of Dalewood at this point. That's good news, making its own way. Now, we've getting a little bit of a break. Look at this stretch now on Highway 45. It's not near as red as it was. Still moderate. It's 4-lane. Hold on to your steering wheel if you're driving through that. It wouldn't hurt to stop right there at the Cefco. Wait it out a few moments. Big canopy. You can sit there in the parking lot. A lot of parking. You can wait till that storm passes. After you get through Lauderdale past these storms, the biggest, as you get past Scuba there, it's moving to the east side of Highway 45 now all the way out to Bennsville. So if you're traveling 45, if you're anywhere in between Lauderdale and Scuba, by the time you reach to Scuba, it's going to be east now of 45 and moving on to Bama, to Geiger. It's almost there. Highway 45 north of Scuba, pretty clear. Look at that. All that's cleared up. Back over here around Duck Hill, we got rain. Indianola, Rolling Fork, those areas have showers and thunderstorms in those areas. Oh, even over at Winona. Nothing horrible, but some severe thunderstorm warnings involved with that. That's our outlook as we look at this moving forward throughout the afternoon. Birmingham, some light showers. The Biloxi area, all clear at this point. All this is heat advisories that we've been battling until 7 o'clock. Now, again, we talk about this during the morning show. Don't work outside unless you have to. Hold off on that. It won't hurt anybody to wait till about 7 o'clock, especially over the next week. There's going to be a lot of that. Let's go back in here. Again, this is just dying down more and more as we look at this in Clarke County. This is losing its punch. They've got another 15 minutes on this for Jones County. We expect that to expire pretty soon, and then this just may not make its way into there. I think we're going to see some showers move into it, but holding up the severe thunderstorm warning until 5 o'clock may not happen. We'll watch it closely. Let's see here. Any other comments that we've gotten? Jamie warned Clarke County right now is our biggest threat that's got a warning. Jones County, Clarke County. If you're in that eastern Noxubee side, it's not suggested to drive right now. Hold out on that. No warnings, though, for Lauderdale County whatsoever. Yep. I have not had a chance. We've been sort of here, there, and traveling a lot today. We do have a picture later to put up of the suspect that busted out a window at the chicken basket earlier today. Man, oh man, why do people do these things? All right, let's look at some winds. We'll go back and look at this again as we come back up and pull this up. Nothing major has changed. It is holding steady. Here we are looking at this as we look at the Meridian area. 10, 11 mile an hour winds. It gets a little bit thicker as you move up toward Kemper County, 14, 15. Still a little bit more over here in the edge of Alabama. Nothing major. We have some 20 mile an hour wind gust up around Philadelphia at this point. Let's look at some temperatures. What does it feel like as we get into Meridian right now? The heat index in Meridian right now at 97. As we come across into Bama, as we look at Philadelphia, it still feels like 97. Union, it feels like 95. Decatur, 97. Out in Collinsville, we're going to hover around 97, 98. And again, this is heat index. The actual temperature as we look at this is fallen. We're getting down to 93 in here. Collinsville, about 92 in certain areas. Look at York, Alabama. What a drastic change that is at 81 at this point. Pearl River, we got some 90s through there, 80 degrees. It's just depending upon where you are with this rain, how it's doing. And again, do I expect it to heat back up? I sure do. Mother Nature is ugly to us, isn't it? Cool down for a split second. As soon as the rain moves out, it gets hot again. All right, let's go back here and pull radar back up. Let me do a refresh on this. Each time we do a fresh reboot on this, you'll see that this is coming across here. In Clarke County, there's not a lot of hard stuff coming down. We got a little bit around Shibuya, heavy rain. Jones County still got these showers, and this stuff is moving to the east across here. And as always, I never want to beat a dead horse when it comes to weather. Should this become anything worse than it is, we'll come back and go live. We do again have this severe thunderstorm warning for another 30 minutes here, eastern Clarke County. Not the concern that we had a while ago. If I thought it was something that we need to stay on, we wouldn't cut the live off. But I'll watch this. Should we have any updates on this, we'll come back and go live if necessary. So we'll watch this closely here in the background of what's going on. We're starting to show some fog over here in Alabama as well. But that's where we are on all the weather. We got some power outages that we're watching. MEPA is out working to restore all of this, and we'll do one more refresh on this. Make sure nothing's changed. Here we go. We've got a lot of power put back on. It looks like in Clarke County, we've cut that in half down to 189, 138 in Lauderdale County. We did have more than that here, so it's getting better. Slowly but surely, they're getting some power back on. Give them a few minutes, and they should have this stuff restored. And again, most likely it's trees. And as always, you can go here to the site map and report that you're out, or you can simply call MEPA. They're real good. They're local, and they answer the phones. I want to thank you all for joining us. And again, we'll be back should there be a threat. We'll keep you up to date with the very latest when it comes to weather right here at the Scotty Ray Report. And again, we'll leave this as radar as we head out here. Here's what we've got showing here is it's dying down and moving across there. Lisbon, Alabama, y'all are getting a little bit. Noxubee still showers, and a little bit there around Laurel, moving into Wayne County as well. God bless. We'll be back and watch weather carefully for you behind the scenes at the Scotty Ray Report.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.